Last month, you told me that you like companies that pay dividends that are high, consistent, and healthy. Let's go find some more. I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're ready to be introduced to some great opportunities to help you build your rapidly growing, highly diversified net worth. And one video at a time, that's my goal with this channel. So if you're new here and that's your goal too, take a moment to hit subscribe, click the bell so that you don't miss a single opportunity that we're putting out there for you. And for the record, those 5 I dug up for you last month, they're still paying high, consistent, and healthy dividends this month. So you may want to check them out after this one if you haven't seen it already.
Can I check them out now?
Now, real quick, I am actually also a registered investment advisor, so it's important to me that you understand that these are not recommendations in any way. I don't know you. I don't know your particular situation. I'm just going to point to some facts about these companies and tell you why they're interesting to me right now. And if they seem interesting to you, you should definitely conduct your own research and analysis to decide if they fit into your portfolio and make sense for you specifically. In my experience, most dividend payers are boring. For one to be interesting to me, it has to pay a high dividend, over 4%. It has to have a good track record of paying dividends, at least a decade, and it needs to be healthy. I want to be as confident as possible in its continued ability to pay those elevated dividends. And in this video, I try to give you a pretty diverse set of stocks to consider. You'll see what I mean. Let's dive in. Representing the large caps, an old behemoth of the automobile sector, Ford. She's a beauty, isn't she? But really, the company's not as beat up as that. I'm talking about Ford Motor Company, ticker symbol F. Now, Ford's market capitalization is around $43 billion, and the company pays a dividend around 6%. And since 2012, they've been increasing the amount they pay out, and the yield has followed suit. Currently, the net profit is more than 3 times the dividends paid, giving the company a dividend payout ratio of 3.2. Now, one of the biggest concerns with Ford is its debt level. It has a debt to equity ratio of 4.33, which is pretty high. That being said, that ratio has been coming down over the last several years, and their interest coverage ratio is 6.5 times, meaning the company's earnings before interest and taxes is 6.5 times larger than their interest payments, which is pretty good. So whatever you think about Ford, at least for now, they're definitely paying for you to stick around. Let's move on to our mid-cap stock to watch. From the diversified financial sector, Federated Investors Incorporated, ticker symbol FII. Federated has a market capitalization of around $2.3 billion and boasts a super healthy 4.6% dividend. That dividend has only gradually increased over the last decade, but it's been stable and consistently provided a yield well over its industry average. Their net profit is 3 times larger than their current dividend, and their balance sheet is outstanding. The company's short-term assets are enough to pay off their entire debt almost 3 times over. Their debt-to-equity ratio is a healthy 0.2, which has been steadily decreasing from 0.5 just 5 years ago. Also, their operating cash flow is more than 1.5 times their long-term debt, and the company earns more in interest than it pays. So coverage of interest payments is not a concern. At a cursory glance, my biggest question with this company is why are so many of the insiders selling when the dividend looks this good? And I know that doesn't necessarily mean anything negative, I just like to see them moving the other way. So if you have an answer or another question or just anything at all to say, let's talk about this in the comments. But for now, let's keep moving. Representing the small caps from the commercial services sector, Ennis Inc. The ticker symbol is EBF, a $500 million market cap company with a nice 4% dividend, and they've maintained a stable and gradually increasing dividend for more than a decade. Their dividend payout ratio is 1.7 times, and the company is amazingly healthy. Their short-term assets are enough to cover their long-term debt by about 5.5 times. Their debt-to-equity ratio is a tiny 0.1. Their operating cash flow is almost 1.5 times their long-term debt, and their earnings before interest and taxes is more than 55 times the company's interest payments. All right, let's keep going. Representing the microcaps from the technology distribution industry in the tech sector, Wayside Technology Group Inc., ticker symbol WSTG. With a market capitalization of $64 million, this company pays a 4.8% dividend. Once again, this one too has been stable and gradually increasing for more than a decade. Its payout ratio is 1.8 times and they have no debt. So yeah, that's cool. So a near perfect balance sheet with a pretty fat dividend. What do you think? Worth a deeper dive? If you appreciate these at-a-glance dividend insights and would like to see more like this, don't forget to let me know with a like. It means more to me than it probably should, but let's keep moving.
Where am I?
Where am I? Might have got lost in here. Bringing up the rear, representing the nano-caps from the technology equipment industry and the tech sector, George Risk Industries Inc., ticker symbol RSKIA. $41 million market cap, 4.4% dividend yield, which has been stable and pretty consistently increasing for more than a decade. And the yield is almost always maintained at twice its industry average. Its net profit is 1.3 times the dividend it pays. And once again, amazing balance sheet. No debt. And actually, this balance sheet is even better looking than the one before, if that was possible. The shareholders' equity is significant. Oh, I gotta find my way out. The way out. Found it. Now, I hope I've given you some things to think about and helped you in your quest for solid dividend payers. So which of these are you most interested to learn more about? Which are you going to be digging into first? Let me know in the comments. And as you scroll down there, don't forget to hit that like button and share this video with others who might find it helpful. And if you're new here, I hope you can see the value in sticking around. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell so that you get these insights the moment we release them. I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Leave a comment.